Welcome to. I'm in Mansfield, Ohio, and I'm at the Pettit Cemetery, I think it's called, or Pettit, or something like that. And this cemetery is not a big cemetery; it's just a few headstones. Looks like it's mostly just the one family, maybe with one or two other people added in. I've been out here fixing a few stones, and I'll show you what I did as I come through. But yeah, it's an awful big area. As you can see, it's got a lot of room, and everybody's buried except for the one that's out, the couple that's out there. Everybody's pretty much in this one corner. And I don't know why they shoved everybody in one corner and they didn't finish filling up the cemetery, but it's a pretty good size area. It goes way over there. You got except for this mess in the middle right here, these bushes and trees. Everybody's buried right here in this corner, pretty much. But we're going to run through and see who they are. Yeah, it is a small cemetery that I found. I do see a couple that's in the bushes. I don't know why when you got such a big area, but '7th, 1855 on that little stone right there. Then we have two little infants right here. They don't have any names on them. They're too wore off. This one was busted all to pieces and laying down behind there, throw back there, and I fixed it back up here. Somebody was there, but I don't know where the stone is. It's gone. All right. Then we'll go over here in the corner, and this is where they start. This first one's an interesting one over here. And this is what the cemetery name is, too. The middle name, the last name here. Thomas Pettit, or something like that. The Pioneer. April the 13th, 1771 to November the 19th, 1846. Elizabeth, his wife, August 27th, 1769 to April the 1st, 1835. Now, that's a very interesting stone right there. Then we have this one, and it's pretty interesting, too. It's more of them. It's the Pittits. It's Margaret. September the 24th, 1793 to May the 12th, 1835. And James, June the 23rd, 1810 to April the 23rd, 1835. Now, that's two interesting stones right there. And this one here was down in here, and I done the best I could to drag it back up here. And this is Richard Berkman. And the best I can tell is he died something the 8th, 1866 on that one. Right here. But that's the best I could slide it. And then this one here was laying down in the mud here, and I worked it back up here. Still got the mud on it. I got a little bit of raked off, but I was trying to see who it is. Right here. This one died in 1864. And I think it's a William. But that's the best I could tell on it by cleaning it off. I'd like to never got it back up on the concrete. Don't know how long it'll stay. But I got it back up here. And then this is a Jonathan. And I can't tell when Jonathan died. But there he is. And then on this side, we have Elizabeth. And I can't tell when she died either, because it's too wore down. But that was down in the mud, and I got it up off the mud and back up there. I'm ashamed that I ain't got way to prop the base up and get it taller. Level. But look at this beautiful stone that's out here. And this one here is a really nice stone. And it belongs to Anne. She's the wife of Jonathan Pettit. And she died June, I think, the 20th, 1869. She was 66 years, 9 months, and 20 days on this stone right here. And then you have Jonathan. He died January the 30th, 1879, I believe. It's 75 years, 2 months, and 3 days on him. And I think there was one in the back. We're going to go around the back and see. No, I guess I was wrong. Maybe that was the other stone I was looking at. All right. Well, it's only two sides. All right. Then we have Pettit again. We have Christina. August the 3rd, 1841 to December the 8th, 1922 on this one right here. Then we have Mary. She's the wife of Alex Milroy, and she died January the 11th, 1861 at 81 years, 3 months, and 20 days on this one. Then we have Alex McElroy. He died August the 1st, 1830 at 62 years, 1 month, and 11 days. And then we have Rosanna. And it looks like she died March the 8th, 1836. And then Elza McElroy died December the 1st, 1836. And that's a really good looking stone right there, too. Then we have this one with just initials, J.E. And that's all that's left of it. And there's some of the branches that I broke off. Them trees was hanging down on top of them stones over there. And I busted the branches off the top of the trees to get it off the stones. And this one's got someone right in here, and I could not tell who it is. Right in there's their name, one of the names. And then there's someone else back here. There's actually two people, I believe, back here, and I could not see them before the light. Right here and right here. I'm not able to see either one of those, but there they are. All right. And then we have the one right here. And these are so hard to see because it don't look like no one has done anything with this cemetery in years, except mow the grass. It seems like that's all they do is cut the grass and think, well, everything's good because we cut the grass. They don't look after the stones. They don't try to keep the branches off of them. But here's another one, Forever Together in Peace. This is the Johnsons. Charles Kingsley, great grandson of Thomas Pettit, October the 5th, 1867 to December the 21st, 1940. His wife, Nora, June 22nd, 1879 to March 10th, 1955. Their son, Charles Kingsley, Jr., June the 4th, 1900 to June the 6th, 1947. And I cannot see who's came in, but I do appreciate you coming in. But this is the little cemetery that I found, and as always like to come and check out the small cemeteries. But here we got Burbaker, and it's John, 1844 to 1928, and Mary Pettit, 1837 to 1931, and he was a Civil War veteran. No flag, no nothing. And then over here we have a few more. This is John Beam Faithful, September the 25th, 1854, April the 30th, 1939. Sorry, guys, about this. I got sweat in my eyes. I'm trying to see. I've been pulling these stones up. This one here I pulled up way out of the dirt right here and put it back up level. This is Mary. She's the wife of Jacob Adur, 1848 to 1925, erected by her sister. On this one, and I really can't make much of nothing out. I think they died in September the 21st, 1873, but I wouldn't swear to it, and I think it's Susanna. But I was trying to figure out who she was, the daughter of or the wife of, and I couldn't figure it out. So, but there it is. Then we have Lewis Beam, and his I couldn't get pulled up. It's just too far sunk in the dirt. 1825 to 1911 on this one. Well, anything. I don't even see the stone anywhere. Probably got disregarded. Probably over in the weeds somewhere over in there. But look how much room's in the cemetery that they didn't use. I mean, this is a pretty good sized lot. And none of it's used except for right here. You know, I've seen a couple of spots that I thought was stones, but they just end up being bald dirt. But, I mean, I don't know why they didn't use any more of the cemetery. Like here, it's just a rock. But, you know, I thought this was a headstone, but it's just a piece of rock. See right here? At first, looking across, you'd think that's a headstone, but it's not. It's just a rock. But all this area, they never buried no one in. And it's about I don't know, quarter of an acre maybe? But they didn't use any of this. But then you got a couple more back over here that's in the weeds. That's what kills me. Drives me nuts. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole cemetery. It's just a small little one that I found. But, you know, the little ones need to be brought to light as well as the big ones. You know, these people were people at one time too, and they matter to me. I mean, I don't know how others feel about it, but these are all souls that was once here. You know, the good-looking stones too. Some of them, like this one here, beautiful stone, and the big one back here, and it had trees hitting it, branches, which I got a brush pile there I made, breaking the branches off, and then the branches over here. But here's the three that's still in the weeds. Like, I don't know why would you leave some in the weeds. They're like the footstones because they couldn't afford regular stones. It's just minor little footstones. But there's one. And then over here's two. This was probably a husband and wife, I would assume. Of course, I don't know though. One stone's bigger than the other. This is a, best I can tell, DM or TM. And then this one says TP on it. But why would you leave some in the woods when you got all this big cemetery? What I don't understand. And you can see it's not been cleared out forever. Look how big the trees are. These trees are pretty much on top of these people's grave. And it's sad when it gets that way. But this was just a small one I wanted to bring you along with me on. I'm going to start doing it live once a week and bring it to the cemetery with me and let you see what I see when I get here. Of course, I done a little work to this when I wanted to try to straighten up some of these stones if I could. I just wished I could had a way to stand that one up bigger. It's better. I did get that one back up, but it's leaning. I don't know how long it'll last. It does have a rod that holds it up, but that don't mean it'll hold long. But better than being in the ground and in the dirt, you know. Them bases, if I had a bar, I could pry a brick underneath it and pry it up and level it. I don't have a bar or nothing like that. If I had a steel bar, I could have done that. But when you ain't got no tools, you know what I mean? But I see Roadhog's in. Nice to see you, Roadhog. Let's see who else came in. I got 6 lovely people here. Thanks for dropping in and seeing me. We're just checking out these stones, guys, and seeing this little cemetery. It's not a big one. Far from being a big one. But, I mean, it's just one on the many that's across the state that don't look like it's had any visitors in years. I mean, except for the guy mowing, or lady, whoever. You know, they do a good job mowing. But as far as anything else, they don't do nothing to them. They just mow what they can with a mower and take off. In no time, they're done, and they're done with it. And it's sad because, you know, these stones need to be looked after. I even thought about if there was a way a person could like adopt a little cemetery and take my own little cemetery on and keep up after my own little cemetery, you know, but I don't know. This belongs to I guess the city of Mansfield now, since all these people are gone, I'm sure. And if there's any family members out there, I don't think they really got much interest in it. Don't look like. If they did, there'd be flags and flowers, but I see nothing. I mean, you guys see what I see here. There is some beautiful stones here, like that one right there. That is about a 10-foot tall stone right there. And, it's not just sitting there. Nobody looking after it. But let's see who else came in. There looks like Jared King. How you doing, Jared? Spitfire's in. Good to see you, Spitfire. Sideways. My luck, it probably will be. Everything else goes sideways when I do a live. Nothing. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I'm not going to keep everybody. I just wanted to drop in and do this little live with you and show you this little tiny cemetery that I found. And I'll get off here and let everybody enjoy their evening. Appreciate you all coming in. I do apologize if you came in and I didn't mention your name. It's hard to see because this thing only stays on for a second and cuts off. But I appreciate you guys popping in. And yeah, we'll end this one. I can figure out how to get out of here now. But everybody have a wonderful evening. All right. We'll leave you just looking at that big stone right there. Peace. I'm out of here.